Hi, this is Cindy and welcome to my module on Crew Resource Management. I'm excited to compare the rubric against this module and see how it all stacks up. So let's get started. First of all, module component number 1 is learning resources. And as we look through the module, there are plenty of learning resources in here as well as options as to how to access them. First of all, in the learning guide, point number 2 goes over the fact that there are no required resources, that everything they need is provided for them within the body of the module. However, the Crew Resource Management reference section at the very end of the module is so full of great materials that I went ahead and down here I put a little teaser to try and encourage students to go ahead and take a look at that a little closer and jump in so that they can see the wonderful things that are waiting there for them. You'll also see references and resources inputted throughout the remainder of the module as well. Learning component number 2 is learning activities, and this module is chock full of learning activities. The activities too are both outlined here in the learning guide, where we talk about the different types of activities that they'll do, how they'll access them, and when they need to be posted or uploaded, and when their due date is, what kind of criteria we'll be using for grading as well. And that's found not only here under point number 3 in the learning guide, but also in the last paragraph of each of the submodules, again with very specific details right above the links. And yet here again. And you'll find that through each of the submodules within the Crew Resource Management module. The next component is opportunities for the learner to assess their own progress, which is really important to provide to help build not only their knowledge and make sure that they're coming along, but also to help build their confidence. This particular course is a pass-fail, and there are no high-stakes assessments anywhere through the face-to-face course, so the instructors have asked that we continue that here. However, I did incorporate a couple little quizzes, one here at the very beginning, after the intro, that's a little 4-point quiz with multiple types of questions in it, as well as a matching down here when we get to the vocabulary of Crew Resource Management as well. Again, both of them are low stakes, little short assessments to give them the opportunity to kind of self-check their own progress and see how they're doing and how they're coming along. The next point on the learning in the rubric is looking at the assessments. And again, as I mentioned, various kinds of assessments as well. They are all appropriately aligned with the activities and with the modular objectives. Students too have been given detailed information not only up in the learner's guide, but again in that last paragraph of each of the submodules to let students know what the activity is, how to access it, what they need to do to complete it, how it will be graded, how to submit it, and when it is due. The next section covers technology, and this has been one of the things I think I'm most proud of about this module is the variety of technology that I have incorporated in it. It has been so much fun to unpack it and discover the different tools that are out there. You'll see things like Prezis, and within this particular Prezi, there are 2 videos embedded in that. I also use YouTube videos as well to illustrate various points and concepts of Crew Resource Management. And again, there are other types of technology strung throughout as well. The technology too supports student engagement and active learning. It's easily accessible, current, and up to date. As we look to at modular identification, you'll see that the title and the learning guide are smack dab on the top, and within the module has been chunked down into smaller bite-sized pieces with submodules under each of the submodules, I guess sub-submodules are included, to kind of chunk it down and break it up into very easily done, quickly done little snippets so that it doesn't become too overwhelming for students, and that when they have a moment, they can jump on and get it taken care of. The next point in the learning guide elements is looking at the modular identification. And again, title is right up at the very top with a little explanation as to what the module is, because this module is actually being used as we speak to replace a face-to-face class. Second of all, in the learning guide, it is posted very first thing here with the course, or with the modular objectives, as well as bullet points covering the different parts of what needs to be in there. So again, learning objectives are front and center and clearly stated on this learning guide. On the learning guide too, you'll also find resources, and again, bullet point number 2 talks about those resources with a little teaser to try and encourage them to take a look at them since they are optional. Again, point number 3 covers the learning activities that they're to do and explains what kinds of activities they'll find, how to do them, and how they'll be graded and when they are due. And assessments are also listed here as well, with again the information about the points and what not to, so it's clear to them what's due, when it's due, and how they should be submitting. Looking forward to your feedback on the module, but I hope you enjoy reviewing it as much as I've enjoyed creating it.